So I didn't actually do a video covering this. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to actually crack in there and actually break this open. So I've done a couple of little things. There is some information I've not quite got my hands on yet, but we can make a deduction based on other things that have been said in the past by various other content creators. So why don't we get into it? I'm Admiral Pegasus, and this is Star Trek Fleet Command. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we're going to be talking about that Maxed Stella Max Outlaw efficiency and how good that chest actually is. Now, as a quick disclaimer off the top here, ideally you don't want to be touching anything in this until you've clicked that blue button at the far end and done as much in there as you possibly can do for your level. Now, all this in this store and in the research, of course, is available to those players Ops 38 and above, because technically by then you should have really got quite far on your Stella, if not nearly completed it. Now, the reason we're going to look at this is because, well, is it actually better? We're going to ask this question. Is it better to do this than it is to max out and scrap a Stella every single time? And we're going to talk about the time and the costs. So first of all, we're going to look into stfc.space, where we're going to actually call up the Stella and we're going to show you the actual total cost to build it. Okay, so here is your complete upgrade cost from tier 1 to 9, because the Stella is a tier 9 ship, and you're looking at, well, 257,000 uncommon uranium, 50,000 rare, and 12,600 epic. Now, yeah, there's a couple that give or take a few here or there. Let's not get pedantic. But that's what it's going to cost you. Now, we do have a piece of research in the game, which is this one, which will literally cut your cost in half. So that 257,000 uncommon uranium literally will come down to around about 128.5 thousand. Yeah, that's a lot. And obviously, so 12,600 epic is down to 6,302. Yeah, we'll throw the odd 2 in there. So, yeah. So that's what it's going to cost you. Now, there are some things that help reduce the cost of your uranium. And if we go into the Bajoran tree, yes, the Bajoran tree, and we scroll down, you're looking at Outlaw's Advantage, and increases the cost efficiency of uranium for your Stella. So basically reducing those costs just that little bit extra. Now, if we actually look at the thing itself in the tree, as you can see, I've only got level 1, and obviously I do apologise, the numbers are quite small. That's Scopely for you. But it only maxes out at 50%. So basically, when you actually do get this leveled up, it can be quite useful. And it really could make scrapping, so leveling your, tearing up your Stella a lot cheaper. To a tune of probably down to around about 80,000 uncommon, maybe? Give or take? I don't know, because I've not got it maxed. I've only got it at level 1. I'm really not that focused on it at the minute. I should really, but so it will reduce the cost. Now, obviously, when I put the first level on 10%, I literally saw barely anything. And I thought, are you taking the proverbial piss? So hence the reason why I've not gone any further with it. But there are more important things in here that I could do with, like the materials trade, or officers training, or the power ascension, or Bajor's, is it Bajor's rage I need? Yeah, Bajor's Rage for the hull damage. So, or maybe Bajoran Construction. They're far more important to me, but it's your choice. So if you want to go for that Outlaw Advantage, go for it. 50% drop when you finally get it maxed. Obviously, it depends if you get locked by it. the reputation level. So there is that, so it can make it cheaper. Now, when it comes to actually obtaining uranium, normally you obviously have to go into rogue space, destroy their exchange armadas, and you'll get some loot credits. So if we go into the factions and we click on the rogue and we scroll up, as you can see, I've got some red dots around mine to say that I've got it. So we'll click on here, and obviously this is what you're going to be wanting, is the exchange loot. You're going to get the option of a couple of chests. They're not exactly cheap neither. That's the wrong chest. Trust me to show you the wrong chest. Uncommon uranium. So here we've got the option of 3 chests. And out of this, I'm going to get 12.8 thousand. Yeah. That's how many of these I'm going to need per Stella. Yeah. That's how many pulls. But there's a downside to that. Yes, there's a downside. Because look how long it's got. 2 days, 21 hours. So basically 3 days to cool down. And this is where I say 60. So as much as I need 20 pulls, I can only do 1 pull every 3 days. 60 days, give or take. Now, oh, hello. Didn't need to drop that. Now, we go on to the uranium, the rare uranium. Again, got a territory takeover. Lovely. We've got another one. 2,500. Now, I remember it said 50,000. Okay, it was a little bit less than 50,000, but 50,000 is a round figure. So we're going to pull that. Oh, another 3-day cooldown. And I will just say, I can't do the epic because I haven't got enough. But again, that is a 3-day cooldown. 60 days. That's how long these 3 chests will take you to max the Stella. That is 2 months. 2 months. Okay? Now, so 2 months to get your Stella to level 45. And then you're going to scrap it, which will take as long as your scrapping will take. Mine takes 8 hours. 8 or 9 hours. That's fine. And then I can go do some research. Now, how I'm going to show you this is this. 16.5 thousand. Yeah? 16.5 thousand. To get the amount of stellar particles that your Stella is going to give you, you're going to need to do 30 pulls. 30 pulls at 400. Or you could do the 7 chest pull at 2,800, which is still this. It's still 400 per chest. So you're looking at 4 of them. So you're looking at around about, let me think, 8,000, 8,800, 9,600, 1,000, so 10,400, 11,200. 11,200 of these credits, and you can do a full 30-day pull. Okay, not a problem. I think it's got a 24-hour cooldown, this thing, as well. So, if I remember correctly, it has a 24-hour cooldown. Obviously, I'll tell you what, let's just do it. So, there we go. So, I've got myself an extra 16,500 credits. Yeah, it's a 22-hour cooldown. Alright, so that is a hell of a lot better than a 3-day cooldown from the uranium chest. A hell of a lot better. Now, if you use that Stellar Prime, this one, you are cutting your uranium costs in half, like I've already said. So basically, you're going to take your 60 days now, and you are going to take it down to 30 days. But here's the problem, right? You still need to take your Stella, go smash those exchanges. Okay, you still need to do that. Let's go back to the rogue tree. Okay, so you're still going to need... sorry I called it a tree, it's actually a store. And I do apologise for the flipping between different screens. It's the only way you can actually do this. Directives, rep and credits. Data, to directives. Now, this is a 22-hour cooldown, so that's all right. You're going to get the directives. But in here, you get 50 uncommon and 67 rare. So that's brilliant. That's a good sourcing. Good sourcing. Data to directives. 34 across the board. So that is 84 uncommon and 101 rare. Okay? That's every 2 days you can run one exchange. So one uncommon and one rare Armada. Every 2 days. Now, obviously, you're going to get the drops for the epic directives. For leading those Armadas. You can occasionally get it as well for being just part of the Armada. Sometimes you get the chest, sometimes you don't. But there it is. So, yeah, you can get the directives. But if you're leading the Armada, you need to do 10 days. Yes, 10 days. You're going to need to do 5 uncommons, 5 rares, just to do it. But of course you can only run these once every 2 days. So your epics are every 10 days. Well, you don't get, I can tell you this now, you don't get enough to do a single chest pull once every 3 days. And if we go to it, 55,000, right? Now from an epic Armada, and I will run one after this video, and I will put the screenshots up on screen so you can clearly see. I'll put it up in editing. How much I got using my Stella, and then the leader's chest as well. So that's what you're going to get. That's not even close. Yes, now, if your Stella's strong enough, you can go after that level 45 in New Umbra. But that's, yeah, you're going to need some pretty damn strong Stellas to do that one, in all honesty. You could do the level, where I am at the minute with my M score, which we'll just discuss in a minute. I can join an epic level 40, which is more, and it will cover this cost. If I lead it, I'll definitely cover this cost. But again, it's still every 3 day cooldown. So yes, as much as it's once every 10 days, I can run an epic. Woohoo! That's 7 days longer than it takes for this chest to cool down. 7 days. The rares and epics I've got a chance to do faster. Now, you could make an argument it'll be cheaper to send your Stella to T7 level 35. Because levels, so tier 8 and tier 9 are pure epic. They're pure epic. So you could go to tier 7 because they are a lot easier to source on a 3 day cooldown. They're a lot easier. And yeah, you're not getting as much particles, but you're still going to get through a fair, you can still get a fair bit and to do at least 1 or 2 pieces of research. But yeah. I just don't know what else to say about how good that Ex-Borg chest actually is. Yes, you can reduce the amount of uranium for your need for your Stella by 50% using the Stella Prime, the that Bajoran research. You can knock it down by a further 50%. Okay, not bad. But you're going to go further. We are going to go further with the uranium. And again, it is in the research. But this time, it's not in the Ex-Borg. It's not in the Outlaw. It's in the Starbase tree. Yes. And if you have a look here, uncommon exchange plans. Mine's maxed. So I'm getting a 30% boost. Yes, a 30% boost to my uncommon uncommon exchange vault loot. Yay! 30%. Wow. And then they've also done the one for the rares. Again, I've got this max, but it's another 30%. Woohoo! Let's go further. At the bottom here, exchange plans. I can only go to level 3 because we haven't got our diplomatic relations so high. Because to be perfectly honest, why would you really want to waste time on that starbase? we're not even bothered. Yes, it would be nice if we could do this, but we've got a plan for our starbase which works just nicely, and it's going to take us a while, but so what? But at the minute I stand at 16% extra loot from an epic exchange armada. And what does it top out at? Yes, you guessed it, 30%. So there it is. So you can boost the amount of loot you're going to get, but it doesn't change the cooldown on that chest, does it? No. So, yeah, fine. I'm getting more loot. I can do a pull every 3 days, but it takes 10 days to get an epic exchange armada. No. Now, for all my belittling about how much time it actually takes, it's still not too bad. 2 months, come on. 2 months is not too bad if you focus on your Stella. Yeah, if you focus on your Stella, 2 months is not particularly bad. Now, if we actually go into the research tree for Outlaw, you'll find various, obviously, researches for the Stella. Now, we've got Stella weaponry. Increases your damage. As you see, I've already got it as far as I can go. So, mine's at 40,000 points extra damage. Woohoo! Not too bad. Then we've got Stella Hull, increasing my hull by 55, my hull health by 55,000 points. So, but again, got it as high as I can go. Next one, Crafty Engineering is another one. Shield health for your Stella, increasing by 100,000 points. But again, I've got it as high as I can go. Woohoo! Stella Warp Drive, basically increasing how fast your ship goes. Not its warp range, because that stays the same. And if you don't believe me, next time you build a Stella, check out its warp range at tier 1 and then compare it to your tier 9 Stella. You'll find it's exactly the same. If you've already seen that, if you've already noticed that, no need to do it. So, you got that. Obviously, you've got your prime efficiency. That does not require any stellar particles. So far, I'm showing you the research that does need the particles. Eclipse defenses, I believe, is mitigation stats. I can't remember if that did use particles, but I've got it maxed, so I'm already at the maximum bonus of 700%. Woohoo! Stellar defenses, another one. There you go. Now we're clearly showing that we need particles. I'm at 80,000 points for mitigation stats, so I'm going to mitigate 85,000 damage points on that first tier. On top of what mitigation I've already got. So basically, if I'm right, I mean, please correct me if I'm wrong. This adds on top of what mitigations you have already got on your ship. So if you're already running that 71.2, is it, %? All you're doing is added an extra 85,000 points. My next level is 100,000 points. And on top of the max is 150,000 points. Woohoo! 150,000 points. So the chances are, at some point, my mitigation is going to clear a load. Those extra points are going to clear a load. I'm barely going to be taking any damage off an armada. Next up is the Eclipse targeting. I believe this requires particles as well. But again, it's a critical chance for all ships. And then you've got Eclipse weak points, which is your critical damage, increasing by 25%. Woohoo! Energy Guerrilla Warfare and Kinetic Guerrilla Warfare, which is just down below. Both of these are the same level. They run at the same bonus stats. But yet, I can do one of them right now. Ship Component Efficiency, which also helps all your ships, not just the Stella, all your ships. So definitely one to go for. Stands at 9%. Yay. But anyway, Highway Robbery as well is another one. Increasing the amount of loot. Now this is another one that you do want, because obviously it's going to increase the amount of loot you get from those armadas. So yeah, Stellar Targeting. Your next one, Critical Chance. And then Merciless Outlaw. Again with Eclipse Armadas. And then I think that's pretty much about it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for Stellar Particles. So, yeah, you've got a lot. Now, every time you do a single piece of this research, and this I know for a fact I have shown in the Stella videos, and I think it's going to increase your M number. Now, obviously, if you've not been back, if we've got a shipping dock, yes, we have. If you've not actually seen those videos, I will clearly show it here. We'll call up my Stella, sign it, go into upgrade, but right behind me here is your M number. The bigger this is, the better your Stella does against all Eclipse, not just the Armadas, but the traders as well. I can throw a Maxman cargo crew on that. Yeah, Maxman. So that's 2 of 11, 3 of 11, Ston, all on the bridge, and the Larn below deck. I can increase this cargo and I can still walk home with about 40% hull. Hitting nothing more than level 40s. That's how good that M number is. Get it even higher, I'm probably going to end up, well, by the time I get it to the 160, I'll probably get it to around about, what, 75% hull remaining? Yeah, you can throw anything on it and she's still going to perform better than any other ship in the fleet. So, yeah, because of all that research. Now, obviously, you need the stellar particles. So again, which one's a better line? Well, to be honest, the amount of work you've got to do for all the other researches, yeah, it's cheaper and quicker to go for the Ex-Borg one. It's still cheaper to go for that. And the bonus is as well, you pull this every day, Eclipse security code, okay, 294,000, right? 294,000. Go into my rogue tree. How many do I need to do this? 300,000. That's all I need per day. So it's literally 6,000 short. 6,000 short. And the one thing as well, my reputation is not maxed. I've still got 2.8 million to go. So it's going to top at 30 million. But again, I've still only got 2.8 million to go. So, yeah, there it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think eventually, once you've done all the research for the Ex-Borg, this chest will end up replacing your Stella? Will it end up replacing it? It's definitely going to replace mine. So, and with my current reputation with this, I'm getting around about 770 Borg credits per day. Now, you think, by the time I've done all that research, how high I'm going to be with a reputation? How many credits am I going to get? How many of these packs am I going to buy? Because another good one is the Meridian. Yeah, it's the Meridian. But anyway, that's enough of this. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think that a potential 25-day grind, yeah, that's what I'm going to say, 20 to 25-day grind with all the efficiency researches is better than this? Let me know what you think. I better dash. I'm going to have to run those amounts so I can add those extra screenshots, which you saw earlier in the video. Anyway, just a quick one as well. I do apologise there was no live stream on Tuesday. Obviously, my daughter wasn't well. I didn't want to risk her getting me to stop live stream midstream. So I thought I'll just leave it. But we will be back on Arcfall for the live stream. Yes, where we're going to see Legacy Part 2. And what are we going to get? Well, if this month was anything to go by, are we getting more efficiency? Who knows? We'll find out then. Until then, I'm Admiral Pegasus. This is the Pegasus Show on Star Trek Fleet Command. Stay safe, live long and prosper. Bye.